Honorable adjudicators, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. We are going to present you a business proposal for Speed Noodle Limit. First, we would like to quickly introduce ourselves. We are Team S006. I'm Chen Kawai Melody.
I'm Mon Chi Ho James.
I'm Coleman Hay Melanie.
I'm Howard Harvey.
Our presentation will cover 6 sections. I will be walking through the first 2, which are executive summary and who we are, and we will go through the following parts after that. To start with our executive summary, remedies are included to tackle recent incidents regarding the business management and expansion for the Speed Noodle Limit. Secondly, in-depth analysis of the financial situation is also being covered. Third, the strategies with respect to the company developed are involved. With the all-rounded solution, the future plans and SNL can anticipate a higher efficiency in management and cooperation so that it boosts the cooperation image and profitability. After that, a SWOT analysis is demonstrated. Speed Noodle Limit did have had excellent reputation for work safety, high level of staff satisfaction, well-established brand, and high financial credibility. However, it lowered the competitiveness as it only had limited growth chance and more. At the same time, it needs to face the threat of rising production costs, poor management, and lack of ideas. Lastly, the opportunity for the company is advancing technology nowadays. Next, let me briefly introduce who we are. We are CPAC, one of the leading CPA firms, with offices in 150 countries and more than 250 workers. We offer full range of service from statutory report design program for the business operation to formulate and implement tests and more. Overall, we have equipped huge practical experience and knowledge in the above aspects. And currently, we have been partnering with several clients coming up with workable solution in relation to recent economic situation. Then, the third part is our overview. It begins with the problem statement, as the outbreak of COVID-19 and social incidents have brought upon unprecedented challenge to the economies. And this situation also applies to the company, which has been facing pressure in the primary of area, like maintaining profit margin and expanding business. Last, the company has thrown into a dispute on renting premises and implementing minimum wage. And now I will pass the time to James to further elaborate.
Thank you, Melody. Immediate actions should be taken to sort out the public relations disaster lately. SNL should first hold a meeting internally to stress the importance of unity of direction, build up the message that employees should receive equal treatment. Then, SNL should issue a notice to the affected employees that they will receive their pay rise immediately with compensation of non-monetary rewards such as paid leaves. The company should also pledge to make a change on this matter and create a platform for all employees where they can voice their opinions freely. Similar actions should be done to lessors to establish good image. After that, SNL should focus on building back customers' relationship. It helps to gain customer lifetime value that offers revenues and intangible benefits. Next, improving investment decisions will be favorable to SNL, as it can be financially capable to carry out the task, to prevent happenings of unsuccessful expansion like North Americas. SNL can evaluate different investment projects through indexes like net value in present. Additionally, maintaining an optimal mix of capital structure is the key to reduce the overall cost of capital and allow them to engage in more projects. Bank overdraft and bank loans could be utilized in this case. Additionally, the ratio of debt to equity should always be maintained at industry average. Moreover, the company could also utilize retained profits and owner's equity. Currently, the firm is adopting leasing and issuing stock as long-term financing method. It is advisable for SNL to adopt the aforementioned strategies to further chunk costs. It is known that there are 100 verified outlets established in Hong Kong already. There is no pressing need to develop, otherwise cannibalization will result. Instead, the company can conduct marketing plan timing to maintain the competitive advantage. Besides, price adjustment strategies are needed to deal with the intensive price competition currently. Furthermore, we suggest to reduce the promotion of speed noodle bars in Hong Kong to remind customers only. Instead, Hokkien Food House should be prioritized to develop in Hong Kong. Joint venture should be adopted in America's and China's expansion. SNL should prioritize China's expansion first, as it has less competition. This can hedge risks and lower the costs, not to mention that perks such as expertise, labor, are to be shared between the two parties that create synergy effect. The expansion in America can also work out if the company invade in other parts of North America. Addressing to the rising cost of materials, negotiating with the current external suppliers might get a better deal. Also, research on the suppliers and make a database for it alongside the use of artificial intelligence is also favored. In contrast, SNL should also cut off the redundancy after assessing the current manpower situation with the company's objectives. On the other hand, SNL can launch loyalty programs to reward those who buy frequently and allow customization to cater for the customers. Furthermore, SNL should offer a myriad of add-on services to help differentiate the company's offerings and also to handle customers' requests and complaints promptly. It should also work on diversifying the brand and models, adopting e-marketing after handling the pressing need.
Thank you, James. I'm Melanie, and I'm going to talk about the financial analysis in terms of profitability, financial liquidity, and market evaluation by comparing financial figure of 2018 and 2019. For the profitability, the lowered ROA, ROE, and operating margin shows the profitability declined. The reduced net profit margin indicates the financial health of SNL is dissatisfying. From the perspective of financial liquidity, the figure of occurrence ratio, debt ratio, trade receivable days, and leverage ratio prove that SNL has stronger financial liquidity in 2019, as its ability to pay short-term obligation and to collect receivables improved. In the aspect of market evaluation, the high dividend payout ratio prove SNL is a mature business. The drop in earnings per share represents less money SNL made for each share in 2019. The higher market to book ratio shows the company's market value increases. Let's move on to the next part, strategies and implementation. The current situation is that the company's expansion slowed down as it faces strong competition. We suggest SNL to adopt localization and emphasize distinctiveness. The first stage is to design and adopt distinctive decoration, food, employee clothing, and music. Then add local flavors to the menu. Also, packages and customization on dishes could also be offered. In order to promote the restaurants more effectively, SNL may invite local content creators for advertising. With all these tactics to enhance the brand equity, the effect of price competition could be minimized. The second suggestion is to change the form of business and imitate McDonaldization. As SNL already captured the lowered fast food market, HFH could target the moderate to high price food market segment in order to provide high quality food and run the business more efficiently. HFH may take the successful Hokkien food restaurant, Pu Tian, as reference. In order to improve the operation of SNL's fast food outlets, the company may apply McDonaldization in their business. Firstly, to enhance efficiency by improving the rules and procedures. For example, preparing food in advance and just simply assemble them when customers order. For calculability, as SNL is a fast food restaurant, it may focus more on quantity instead of quality by providing larger portion of food. Also, the speed of service is critical. To offer predictability, SNL may set up clear standardized operating procedures. Customers may then expect same quality and quantity in all fast food outlets. To enhance the operational efficiency, SNL may make use of this technology by installing auto cooking machines and self-service food ordering kiosks. Now I will pass the time to Harvey.
Thank you, Manila. Following will be our first strategy, effective use of dynamic capability approach. During the uncertain time of COVID-19, it's recommended that SNL to create a flexibility structure, sense quickly to the rapidly changing environment by reconfiguring existing assets. As we noticed that the late working capital ratio is too high and is considered as operational inefficiency. Therefore, minimize the range of cash operating is of paramount importance. SNL should avoid slow inventory turnover by controlling the turnover cycles. In the meantime, SNL can actively invest its available capital in expanding their business. For instance, David Chen can acquire productive firms to access more market shares, increasing the competitive advantage of SNL. Besides, we observed that large amount of credit sale was mixed by SNL corporate catering business units, causing the potential problem of doubtful debt and bad debts, affecting the revenue. To rectify this situation, Vicky Chan can adopt credit control like early settlement discounts and change the form of sale to cash sales. As a result, the trade receivable day can be decreased and the cash flow can be improved, creating more flexible assets for XNL development. However, using credit sales can be a manner to entice customer purchase, raising extra profits, offsetting the cost of bad debts. Therefore, SNL should find the balance between credit sales and cash sales. Next, SNL should implement corporate social responsibility. To start with, SNL should grasp the knowledge of ethical principles, like focusing on the well-being of employees and their contribution to society. To a certain extent, it can attract ethical customers switching to SNL and build up higher shareholder values. Besides, SNL can promote through public relation activity, for example, marathons and charity donations. By doing so, it creates long-term reputation and increase in capital. Ultimately, SNL can achieve a satisfactory level or triple bottom line of economic, environmental, and social performance, making sustainable business development. By implementing the above plans, it is predicted that SNL can achieve higher growth rate in sales revenues in coming years. That brings us to the end of the presentation. Thank you.